Interest targeting is really where Facebook advertising stands out. Facebook collects data on its users based on information they've added to their timeline, the topics related to the pages they like, keywords in their status updates, apps they use, and any ads they've previously clicked. Facebook then assigns these users to groups of high-level interests, and they'll use those interests to target people most likely to click your ads. We're in the Ads Create tool, and I've just finished configuring the first section. Next up, we're going to focus on the detail targeting box. Here we are in the audience section, and that's where you're going to find the interests that we're going to go over. Currently, I'm using a saved audience, and here I can see a highlight of all the interests I've already created. I'm going to select Edit, and we're going to drill down a little bit deeper. Detailed targeting is going to be where your interests show up. If you're new to advertising and using interests, what I do recommend is hitting the Browse option. From here, choose the Interests option, and you can scroll through all the different categories. If you select one, you can even open up and get some subcategories as well. Now, if you hover over it to the right, Facebook is going to show you the estimated size of that audience. They're also going to show you additional interests and provide a brief description. Here you can see in my example, I have a couple interests listed. I have the Los Angeles Marathon. So I have a size of about 138,000 people who've expressed an interest in the LA Marathon in some way, as well as anyone who's expressed an interest in running and marathons themselves. I could also simply click into this box, and if I have an idea, I could type in athlete. Let's see what pops up for that interest. Here we get a couple different options, and if I hover over athlete, here I can see the size, and if I select it, it quickly gets added to my options. So in this example, for our detailed targeting for the interests, we have athletes, the Los Angeles Marathon, running, and marathons themselves. So that means that Facebook is going to target anyone who matches at least one of the following. So it's not going to look for someone that has expressed interest in all of these. It's going to be at least one of these interests. Now what I can do is select Update, and here my audience has been updated. I'll then take a look at my audience size and that handy gauge on the right. Here I can see that it is pretty well defined, that my potential reach is about 1.2 million people, and below that are my estimated daily results. This is going to change depending on the budget that I create, because the more money I throw at this ad, the bigger the reach, the larger the reach that I'm going to get from Facebook. But for right now, I can see that these interests have created a decently well-defined audience. Now that you see the potential of targeting, I want you to start adding in some specific interests for your own ads. What are relevant to your audience? What type of interests can you add to create a really highly customized and targeted ad?